Okay, I don't even give a crap. I'm just diving into this. So, I love the movie The Crow. I think it's fantastic. It is an all-time great film that holds up. And for years, I've been like watching all these remakes happen, and I'm like, don't you dare touch The Crow. Like, first of all, it's as good as it's gonna get. I wouldn't say it's perfect, but it's darn near close. Second, all the performances in it are outstanding, especially Brandon Lee. Like, do we even have to get into the fact that the man died making this masterpiece, and this is like a legacy film for him? It's like infamous, it's famous, it's iconic. His look, it's inspired Sting the wrestler. I dressed as him as for Halloween when I was a kid. Um, it's a beloved comic. I don't even know anything really about the comic, and we don't talk about the remakes because, as far as I know, most people are just like, "Yo, it should have just ended after the first. It did not need to go into that." But of course, those people at the head offices, the production team, they loves money, and then will do anything to make it, including making a sequel when they didn't have to after a gentleman died, giving his all on that performance, which many will say also inspired Heath Ledger's Joker, and you cannot watch the two of them and not see the parallels of them. And when I heard they were remaking The Crow, I was like, oh, fuck, okay. And then I was like, Bill Skarsgård, it, the clown, and I guess it's a Harley Quinn mask. Like, I don't know, but I was like, I don't see it. Like, I don't see it at all. And if he busts out some stupid goofy dance like it does in the second part or whatever, or just like goes into that weird goofy zone that he thought was scary, then this is going to be a disaster. And it's already looking at like a disaster just from the dude's look. And I'm on the Quarterings video here. I watched a couple other ones. Like, what was the other one?
Hello, everyone.
Movie gasm. This is the first one I saw, and like this is The Crow. This I don't know what. Like the long hair is gone, the mask is like downtrodden. Like I don't know, man. But this is not it. This is not it. And I'm gonna go back to this my comment, my personal comment. Like here, should have left this The Crow and Burns his legacy film alone. I honestly think that they're marketing this like in one of the interviews over on this video that they show. Like I don't know where this dude is. This guy, he's talking about. I'm pretty sure it's him. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't really care. But basically, he's saying like, what is he talking about? We're trying to like carry on the legacy of Brandon. Not carry on the legacy, but he mentions Brandon in it, and just the fact that they are using his name in this. Of course, like you're gonna use his name in it. Like I get it. Like, and it's gonna draw buzz. Like, oh my god, did you hear the original actor of the first film? Like he goes killed making it. We should all go see the second. No, you shouldn't. You should go watch the original film. You should also go watch Rapid Fire because that's an amazing, underrated Brandon Lee film, action film in general. I don't understand how more React channels haven't gotten on it, and I don't see it like everywhere. It is super hype, super great. Anyways, I don't know what they're thinking. Like, I literally don't know what the hell they're thinking. So let's just grow 2024. Let's find some screenshots. Okay, first of all, them telling me that there's going to be more focus on the romance. I'm like, oh my god, it's already over. Like, the first film was like John Wick in the sense of like, all the shit happens at the beginning and then you're just like deep in it right there, and they do that perfect. I don't want to see 20 minutes 30 minutes of some weird love scene just because they want to like showcase the female actor in it. Like, I get it, the first one didn't really have a female actor in it. They're using somebody. I don't know who FKA Twigs is. I briefly looked her up and I kind of already forgot what she's all about. Like, my apologies, I'm not throwing any shade or heat or anything like that. Like, I'm fucking old head, I don't give a shit. But like, dude, it's not the love story. It's not a love story is second to the revenge. And if you're putting the love story in like front of that, like no one wants to see that. Just get on with it here. So like fucking Brandon Lee's iconic fucking pose. Just the movie poster alone. Just the movie poster alone was sick. And it's just like, okay, like, Pro 2024 Bills, Scars, Guard. I guess it's something like that. Like we all know the parallel, right? Like Jared, so this came out and everyone was like, "Oh my god, he looks cool and interesting" for all but like 2 seconds before you like went on and you looked at his tattoos and you're like, the idea behind this dude's tattoos is like, let's give someone Joker themed tattoos. The problem is that Joker wouldn't get Joker themed tattoos. He would get tattoos that made sense to him, not like I'm the Joker. Like, you know what? It's like him getting like literally like the cartoon Joker tattooed on him. Like, this is all indicative of this, in my like opinion. Like, oh yeah, no, it'd be cool if you just write ha 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 everywhere. People know that's the Joker, but like the Joker wouldn't do that. It's just asinine. Now I will say this. Bill Skarsgård's tattoos like a little bit like more sense. Like, I'm not hating that he's got tattoos. I mean, like the nipple one is both kind of weird and kind of clever. Don't get me wrong, I don't hate it, but like it's the same contrast. And Bill, I'm sorry, bro. Like, you should know by now what happens when they quote unquote reimagine a love character, especially one just after somebody like dies, performing that role to like the pinnacle of it. Now, first of all, no one can argue that anyone else has played the Crow better. You can argue some people played the Joker better than Ledger did. That's going to be subjective, to each their own on that. But I don't think anyone's going to be like, no, Heath's performance was not like the top. Like, everyone that's played the Joker is amazing. Minus, I'm sorry, Jared, and I'm sorry they cut all your stuff, but like, just like the weird cringy sunset you were pulling and whatnot, it's just like you're trying like too hard, bro. And like, I don't know. I just see the exact same thing happening again with another beloved franchise like out there, and it's like no one has like any creativity anymore. It's just regurgitating old successes, and really at the end of the day, it's like, yes, we want new, fresh stuff. We want some studios to take some chances to kind of go all out there. But I guarantee you that even if I was like not an old school Crow fan, or even if I was just neutral and I was like, yeah, I'm excited about just a new reimagining of it, and like I want to see something else, everything that comes out sucks. I don't know like what's going through people's heads, but no one makes anything good like anymore. The good films are like few and like far between, like very, very much so. And the problem is that people think that stuff is good now because they either haven't watched anything that's like old, or they are so used to mediocrity that something like that slightly better comes out. They think, oh, that's amazing. But really, it's like, I was used to like A grade stuff, like 2004, some amazing stuff came out. Like early, late 90s, amazing stuff came out. Like I was going back to the 80s and watching films like those weren't in my like timeline or like generation or anything, but like T2, Aliens, like those movies were like amazing. They surpassed time. Like, you can go on React channels, watch that stuff, and people are still reacting that are like 19, 20, 21, 25 right now, and they're like, oh damn, that's why they hold up. And like Crow is one of those films that like when React channels get a hold of them, they're like, damn. And like those films don't just get like recommended on React channels because they got to have the viewers, they got to have the the people behind them. And like I guarantee you, no one's going to be like in 20 years like, oh, you have to watch the first Suicide Squad film. It's unbelievable. Unless everything is so trash in 20 years that becomes like a good film, which is arguably super scary. So yeah, maybe in 20, 30 years, this Crow will be absolutely amazing because we'll be pretty much watching one of those like films that are displayed in the Idiocracy movie where it's like, every episode of like Kicked in the Balls is on TV running back to back to back, which seems like stuff's kind of going that way, man. It's not that dumb, but it's still pretty dumb right now. Anyways, guys, I am obviously like not looking forward to this. Will I see it? I don't know, because there's films that I should have seen, like let's say the new Matrix movie, and I just on principle was like, yeah, no, I'm not going to see it. Some exceptions I will give out there though is to, like, when I heard that Highlander was being remade, I was like, oh, I don't know about that. And let's not talk about Highlander 2. That film doesn't exist. But the first one, like, not Will Ferrell, Talladega Nights, the greatest movie of all time, but still pretty good. You know what I mean? When I heard they were remaking that, and mind you, I went through Highlander Endgame when I think it was Donnie Yen was in it, and honestly, like, American cinema just decided to kill that man off screen as much as possible. Highlander Endgame, Blade 2, and I'm sorry, Donnie, if you're not in Highlander. I swear it was like you because you were around that time. Yeah, I think it was. Okay, perfect. Yeah, it was. Okay, cool. But yeah, I'm down. I'm all right because Henry Cavill is on it, and I don't care what you people say. That dude is actually no. The people listening to this that are going to be in agreement on all this are going to be like, no, Henry Cavill, go right ahead. And I just hope they listen to that man for it. And I don't know who they were listening to about this because it's clearly like not the fans. And like they screen this by people? Did no one decide to do like the parallels between these two like at all? Like what is going on? Like I don't understand how any of this got through like any of the loopholes, any of the screening here.
Hollywood is
I don't even know if there's anything even like more to really to show or to talk about or that I even like really like care to. I think there's maybe like a couple scenes we can quickly go through this. I mean, at the end of the day, if this is all just trash, I might just cut it because it is just kind of garbage. Or maybe I'll put the unedited version up again and like you're raking a few more views. Oh god, YouTube ads. No one cares. Nobody cares. Like literally, I don't know about you guys, but I watch YouTube ads. I'm literally like, that's a company I'm not going to sponsor. I'm not going to give my money to because they're just interrupting my bullshit right now. Okay, cool. Going out to like, I don't think it's fair enough to even like reference like post and this little peep. Like, I don't even think it's fair to even reference these guys. Just like throwing face tattoos like on them. Like, if this is what this is like that meme where it's like what's his name? That's in a lot of Sandler's film, and he's like, "Hey there, kids," and he's holding like the skateboard kind of thing. It's like literally like execs thinking like, "Oh, kids like this, like young people like this. This is what's hit. This cool. Let's no, just shut up, dude. Like you're wrong. Stop trying. Just stop trying. But is there like you're never gonna like." I'm sorry, dude. Like you got an uphill battle to fight here, man, because you're not gonna match like Brandon's energy like at all. Just going to the scene where it's like Crow and he's with fun boy in hotel room lol. Like just this scene when like Fun Boy shoots him and when he busts in, they're all like high on drugs. He shoots them, he's freaking out, and all like they're doing their thing, and then all of a sudden like he just like you know everything happens that happens. And if you know, you know, and if not, like check it out because like the scene with Crow, I think it's Darla. Yeah, the scene with her in it. Like that is like one of the most like powerful scenes ever. Like this one here. You know what I'm talking about? Like, okay, I'm done. It's over. Go watch the original. I am gonna like cross my fingers, cross my toes, whatnot, and I'm just gonna be like try not to take it personal, um, or like But all I can say is like, dude did an amazing job. Like Brandon, thank you for your performance. I'm so sorry that you're not here. Your acting, your work meant a lot, and your legacy of your father Bruce, his books, his movies, his philosophy, your family. Thank you to the Lees out there. Just please don't suck. I hope I get proven wrong. I really hope I eat my words, come back here, and I'll just be like, if it's amazing, no, if Bill crushes it, I will be on here and be like, okay, no, he crushed it. Even if he does a half decent job, okay, and the movie does a half decent job, but like, look at that poster. Apparently not. We're not allowed. Look at that poster. That poster is like legendary. Like when that was in movie theaters, when that was on Blockbuster, Rogers, when that was on the shelves, like, yo, that black box standing there, you're like, man, this is, I didn't get to watch this when I was younger. I wasn't allowed. It was a bad movie. Scary, wrong, violent, all these things. And like, yeah, I mean, don't know if that's right or wrong, my parents or whatnot. Like, I think I turned out half decent. Like, blessings to them, but and blessings to all you. But I'm out. Check out the original. Check out the original. And Why am I hating? Go make your own judgments and things on the new one coming out. Like I said, maybe I'm totally wrong. Maybe I'm just overgoing, but I'm just going to cut this off now because I really don't think it's going to work out. I think it's going to be another huge letdown, and I think that's what's happened with me. I got psyched so much for the remakes, for the redones, for all like the new things coming out, and it just one after another let down trash, let down trash, let down trash, dumpster fire, and it's finally like, okay, it's all going to be bad. And that way going in, like the few that like do like exceed the expectations or even like are kind of like half decent, it's like okay. But yo, guys, vote with your dollars. If it's good, go see it a second time, and if it's trash, let people like know so they stop messing up classics. Ciao.